that to me, that's the most harrowing thing. If a script
Right.
feels like a comedy-like substance,
right.
because then you're like, well, I can't actually.
No, but I've always experienced that, like in like with literally like with finished scripts, like where and like where I give someone the script and then they're like, well, that's kind of funny, or that and my ego kicks in as a director or an actor, saying like, well, or because I know it's funny, in my head I know it's funny. At
Sure,
least
you've got the 10,000 hours.
Yes, right. Well, but and I don't mean that to be arrogant. What I mean is like I don't want them to have to give me notes on it because I promise you when we do it, it's going to be funny. It's and that to me has been a lot of my experience in trying to get things made or dealing with studios, like even like Tropic Thunder movies like that, and that wouldn't have gotten made if it wasn't Steven Spielberg's company. Steven Spielberg said he wanted to make that movie, DreamWorks, but a lot of people wouldn't have gotten that movie, and. It's kind of like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the William Goldman script. It's very funny lines in that movie. Like these guys are chasing them all the time. They're like, who are those guys? That's a runner throughout the movie. And when you read it on the page, I was talking to Lorne Michaels about this because he told me this story, and it's a perfect thing about tone. He said he was a writer at Laugh-In when he was young, and he read the Butch Cassidy script. And he said, I saw it didn't seem funny to me at all. Not that it was a comedy, but then he saw the movie, and every time they said, who are those guys? This Redford and Newman and this chemistry and this thing. We got huge laughs, because it was funny in the movie, but it didn't read funny on the page because if you weren't looking for it, it wasn't like a hard joke. And I find that to me is what I have to sometimes trust is that I know in my interpretation of what it's going to be that it will be funny in the way that I want it to be. Now, sometimes that still doesn't work when you get to the final cut. As a director, you screen the movie for an audience, and there's like a really funny scene or a funny moment, and the audience doesn't laugh. At that point, I still believe it's funny.
Sure.
I really do. And
Sure.
And it's either the audience is wrong, or it's not, or what can I do to get the audience to get that? You know what I mean? And then maybe I should cut the line before it, or maybe it's but I think that confidence in tone and what you think is funny, it starts with writing the script. You have to have sort of this blind faith to go, I think this is funny.